Alright, I'm just back from another epic holiday trip, and this time I visited 9 countries in total, and 5 of them were for the first time, which was great. I'm going to put this video into 3 different editions because there's so much content to cover. The first video is going to be of the first week of the trip, which was Bangkok, Dubai and Trieste in Italy. Now, a lot of things didn't go to plan, but as it turned out, it worked out for the best anyway. Best to stay flexible with your plans sometimes. After that, the second video will be on the cruise, the Norwegian Pearl. It was my first NCL cruise as a platinum member, so there were a few extra perks, which was great. And there were 9 nights altogether, and there was a different port every day. So that kept it really interesting, and some incredible places that I'd love to go back to again. And the third video will be of the couple of days that we spent in Athens, and then 10 days in Malta, sightseeing and playing in poker tournaments. And then the travelling day home with the stopover I had of 12 hours in Paris, which was a real added bonus. So I hope you enjoy the videos. Here's today's plane up to Singapore, beautiful A380. If you've never flown on one, they're fantastic to travel on. A short layover in Singapore before transferring on to another Singapore Airlines flight to Bangkok. Good morning from Bangkok. Here's the view from the hotel room. Terrific travel day yesterday, a couple of flights on Singapore Airlines, and was excellent food and service. Can't fault them. Definitely worth paying a bit extra money to get that experience than mucking around with the cheap carriers. We're about to do a tour of the Jim Thompson House Museum, traditional Thai house in the centre of Bangkok. He was an American who came to Thailand after the war and fell in love with the place and decided to build this traditional home. There's no video allowed inside, but I'll include a few photos. And the tour cost is 200 baht, which is about $10. This is the Icon Siam shopping centre. The scale of it's unbelievable. There's over 7,000 shops here, 100 restaurants. The total area covered is just over 500,000 square metres. So a laser show on at 9 o'clock tonight, so we're going to head up to the top floor and check out the sights from there over the river. Shopping centre and buy yourself a Porsche. Here's the view of the Chao Phraya River now that night's fallen. It's a beautiful night in Bangkok. I spent the last 2 days travelling around on the BTS SkyTrain fantastic way to get around. The day pass is 150 baht, which is $7. 5 years ago when I caught it, it was 140 baht, so inflation everywhere. I have to say that if you're going to have a stopover in Asia, you've got a few options. You can stop in Singapore, Hong Kong, Kuala Lumpur, but Bangkok is without doubt the best value. It's a very busy and vibrant place, and staying at the Mercure in Siam in the heart of the action, $200 a night, breakfast included. You can't beat it for value, that's for sure. Well, this building is the Royal Thai Police headquarters. It's quite impressive. Had to have a tuk-tuk ride in Bangkok. Nothing like a bit of daredevil activity. Well, this could end disastrously. We're doing a Thai cooking class, and yeah, not sure about this. I've never really been into cooking, more into heating up. Here's the before shot. What do we make? Tom yum soup. My first ever Thai dish that I've ever cooked is Tom Yum Goong, which is a couple of prawns in there. Looks pretty good. Second course, Pad Thai. Third course, papaya salad. Fourth course, green curry chicken. Final course, mango sticky rice. If you're looking for something fun to do, this was a really fun thing. It was about 3 hours long. They won a TripAdvisor Traveller's Choice Award, thoroughly deserved, and yeah, recommended if you're looking for an activity in Bangkok. Well, as everyone knows, you can get screwed over by an airline at any time. Things can go wrong. But if it had to happen, Emirates would be your airline of choice. This morning, 3-hour maintenance delay in Bangkok, and a misconnection in Dubai. So they put us up for the night in this flash hotel. No charge, of course. Now all meals are included in the stay, as well as transport to and from the airport. And they've also organised a city tour for this evening as well, 2 hours. What a fantastic airline they are. And this is a unplanned bonus day in the UAE. Well, this is the famous Burj Al Arab. Came here for breakfast 17 years ago with brother Michael and Susie. It's an incredible experience. One night here starts from US $2,000 up to $28,000. Unbelievable. It's the Atlantis Hotel, same design as in the Bahamas. I've been to that one as well, and I haven't stayed there, of course. It's out of my price range. They're pretty impressive. Well, this is the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, 828 metres. Just out of interest, they pay around about $1.10 Australian for a litre of fuel here. So it's no wonder they're not really fans of electric cars. Oh, good morning from Trieste, Italy. A little bit about this place. It's 2 hours east of Venice, and its claim to fame is it's the coffee capital of Italy. We've already had a few coffees and they're absolutely sensational. A bit of a bizarre travel day again yesterday. Arrived into Venice finally a day late, and then got to Trieste, wondering why there were so many people on the train, and it turns out that Trieste this weekend has the America's Cup yachting regatta. So think Sydney New Year's Eve, those sort of crowds, and that's what we were faced with a 45-minute walk through those sort of crowds with suitcases to try and find a hotel. It was insane. So there's some of the boats out there with the regatta. It's just crazy. The other thing that has thrown a spanner in the works for today is we were planning to go into Venice for the day, but it's confirmed yesterday that Italy has a 24-hour national train strike today. So once again it proves that no matter how much you plan, things can go awry very easily. It's still going to be a great day here. We'll try and get as much footage around here as possible while avoiding the insane crowds. Example of how beautiful the buildings are around here. This is the Savoia Excelsior Palace. Good luck outrunning the police in this car. So these are some of the yachts here for the America's Cup. Stacks of them. And this will show just how many people are here. This place is absolutely jammed. Here's the Grand Canal of Trieste. This is one of the famous coffee brands here, and the coffee is amazing. Mixing it up, this is a cafe macchiato. This is my fourth coffee for the day. So this is the most famous coffee brand here, Illy, and sensational coffee. The story behind this monument is quite fascinating. Erected in 1731 in the town square, and it's to acknowledge the four continents in the world, because back then that's all they knew about. So isn't it fascinating to think that they were convinced back then that there were only four. Standard breakfast in Italy. It's a view of Trieste from the top of a cathedral. Been a really busy weekend here. The America's Cup that I mentioned. It wasn't the main event. The main event was held in Barcelona, but what was held here was a side event and attracted tens of thousands of people. We're lucky we booked our accommodation early, otherwise it would have cost an absolute fortune. It's our last morning here in Trieste, off to the catch the ship shortly. Here's the ruins of the Roman theatre right in the centre of town, built in the 1st century, which is almost incomprehensible that it's still here, and used to hold up to 6,000 people. Too much for this fella. He's had enough.